Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jazz and that right there is my baby girl Luna. Today is packing for Disneyland Day, and since I'm already in the process of putting my items in the bag, I thought of showing and sharing with you guys my park essentials. I know that in one of my previous videos, I have mentioned that for my next trip to Disneyland, I have decided to use this mini backpack slash crossbody bag for the trip. However, I just realized how small this bag is and it won't be able to fit all my items. So I went back to my closet and pulled out my black Kipling backpack, which I have used in my last Disneyland visit. And by last means in 2022. So this is the bag that I am going to use again for this upcoming trip. So I'm gonna show you what's inside. They are my park essentials, and hopefully it will be able, by showing the items to you, it would be able to help some people who are planning or in the process of planning their visit to the parks. We're gonna get started with the front pocket. So that's how the bag looks like. There's a small pocket in front, two pockets on either side. There is another opening right here, another pocket. There's the main compartment. You have a cell phone holder or slot inside, and then there is still a zippered pocket at the very back of the backpack. And then you flip it to the back side where your straps are. We have this extra, I call this as a secret pocket. All right, going back to the front, what's inside this small pocket? I'm opening this one. All right, so I have two fresh packs of tissues, and they happen to be Marvel designed. We have some characters right here. We have Incredible Hulk and Captain America. On the flip side of both of the packages, we still have other characters that I do not know their names, unfortunately. Then I have two unused pieces of face mask just in case we are required to put them on in any areas or area of the park. In the next pocket right here, I just have a pack of wet wipes, Cottonelle wet wipes. This would go very well with a hand sanitizer because I think this is, I'm not sure. This might just be water-based, so you still need sanitizers to disinfect or sanitize your hands, especially when you're about to eat and you are way too far from the nearest restroom to wash your hands. I have brought two pieces of reusable stainless steel straws because I just learned that Disneyland has switched to biodegradable dining supplies, which means that the straws of your drinks, as soon as they hit your drink or the fluid, they will get so flimsy, and sometimes you need straws that are more sturdy. So that's the purpose of the reusable stainless steel straws. I brought two because one's for me and one is for my friend. Next, I am bringing my own set of chopsticks. Sometimes your snacks are highly colored and I don't want my fingers to turn into orange when I am eating Cheetos. So that's why I have my own chopsticks. And that's all for the second compartment. Now we move on to the main compartment of the bag. Another very important item or items that you should have in your bags when you're going to the parks, either Disneyland, Universal, Walt Disney World, or any other theme parks. You have to bring your snacks. All right, I know that there's a lot of food inside the parks, a lot of food choices or snacks to choose from. However, I still bring a few of my own because one of my greatest fear is being held up in a line or waiting in the line and then you go hungry. So of course, you cannot leave the lines because you will lose your spot. So I always bring my own. Last time we were in line for Space Mountain, I think that waiting took over an hour and we were starving, and the only things or the only snacks that I have in my bag were a few packs of Starburst, and that's not good. So this time I have 2 packs of Cheetos. Again, one for me, one for my friend. And my latest candy obsession is my Jolly Rancher gummies. So that's for emergency purposes. And then, I know this is kind of big. So I'm still contemplating if I'm going to bring this in the park or I will let this stay in the hotel. So I have that. I love the barbecue. It will still fit in my bag. And then, we're not done. You know if you know me, you'll know how scared I am to be hungry. So I always come to the parks prepared. I have this, inside this tin egg is a lollipop from C's Candies. It was a gift from one of my super awesome friends in school, Miss D. I told her I'm saving this for my park visit and I hope it makes it. So I'm bringing that. And then I still have a little Ziploc bag of, what is this? The caramel. I think this is the caramel. Werther's original caramel candy. I forgot how to say the candy's name. And then we're both healthy when we're going to the parks, but you'll never know if your throat starts to get itchy. I still have another Ziploc bag of the original herb cough drops, and this is the Ricola brand. I just cut the top part to make it fit inside the bag. And that is that, I think, for our emergency snacks. All right. Also, you cannot just have snacks without a drink. I bought a 12-pack of the small water bottles, and my friend and I have decided to just bring a bottle or two during our visit because we are going to be checking in a hotel nearby the Disneyland park, and we plan to take a break when the park is at its peak, which is around noon or after lunch, shortly after lunch. So that means we have time to replenish our supplies. Also, one of my goals in going to the park, since the park, Disney is celebrating its 100 years of wonder, I would love to have the tumbler, the refillable tumbler. So of course that would come with a drink, and you're gonna be able to refill that drink inside the park. Therefore, there's really no need for us to carry a big water bottle or a lot of these tiny water bottles in our bags. But if you guys are going to the parks and you are not planning to purchase the refillable tumblers, it might be a great idea to bring your own thermos or water bottle. The stainless steel is the one that's highly suggested because it keeps your water cold for a longer period of time, and there are a lot of water fountain where you can refill your bottles. It is not really reasonable to buy bottles of water inside the park because they're going to be very expensive when the park allows you or us to bring our own drinks. But of course, it's up to you. Whatever works for you, you do what works for you. All right, moving on. I have shown you my sunnies. Before going anywhere, you have to check the weather or what's the weather gonna be. It so happens that this week that we're on spring break, we have a nice weather in Anaheim. But just to be safe, I I've thrown in my pair of gloves in case it's cold in the mornings. And with the gloves, I have my hat to protect my head from either heat or cold. And then it is also suggested, I'm also gonna bring a jacket because regardless of how hot it is during the day in Disneyland, when it's sunset time or at night time, it really gets very cold. Check the weather if you need to bring an umbrella. It so happens that this week it's not going to be raining, so we do not need to bring a poncho or umbrella. So going back to the sweatshirt, I am bringing one, but I am a sweatshirt or a jacket. I'm bringing one, but I am leaving mine in the hotel mainly because I also plan to purchase one of the Disney 100 Year of Wonder merch, the black jacket. I've seen it on YouTube and I think I like it. I hope I said it correctly. Disney 100 Years of Wonder black jacket. That's what I wanted to buy. So I'm going to purchase that either outside the park or inside. Probably the day before we go to the park, because the day before we go inside the park is our day just outside the parks, which is the downtown Disney area. And out there they have the World of Disney store. I think the jacket is available there, so I might be getting my jacket. Most likely I'm gonna get my jacket inside that shop, and that jacket I will be bringing inside the park. I hope I said that clear. Anyway, moving on, I am going to film inside the park, both in and outside of the park, because I want to share the whole experience with you guys. So I'm gonna bring my camera. Well, right now I'm using my cell phone. Our cell phones are our lifelines. If you're going to the parks, especially Disney parks, you have to have the app in your phone. The app will help you plan your day at the parks. It will show you wait times. It will help you place your mobile orders for food and merchandise. It will definitely make your lives easier on your trip. I cannot show you my phone. That's part of my essentials because I am using it right now, but I'm also bringing a backup camera, and that's my Canon G7X Mark II. And with that, of course, you know, we have to bring our chargers, right? With that, I am bringing a portable camera stand. So that's that. Just in case something happens to my cell phone. With the cell phone and the camera, I mentioned we have to bring our charger, and I have two of these. This is the fuel rod. You don't have to buy the exact same thing, but this is what's this is what's available at the parks or inside the park. If yours happen to get drained, you can switch it up with another fuel rod in one of the kiosks out there, but I have two, so I don't need to switch them with the Disney's fuel rods. I will just have to go back to our hotel when we take our break and switch it up with the other one of the fuel rods that I have. Next up, this is my, what do you call this, emergency pouch, and inside my emergency pouch I have a little box of floss. They're called plackers. Sometimes you eat and food gets in your teeth and you don't want to be smiling at the camera with food in your teeth. So that's the purpose of that. I have a few band-aids. You'll never know what's gonna happen. Now, I'm not sure if this is allowed. This is a Swiss Victorinox card, emergency card. It has almost everything that you might need in case of emergency. There's a pen inside, there's a nail file, a tweezer, a pair of tweezers, a pair of scissors. What else? I think, and a pen. And the pen right here, the very end, it actually works. One of these days I will probably or most likely do a what's in my bag. I always carry this with me, and I'm gonna show you the detailed contents of this Swiss card. Next, you don't want to be going around filming yourself or smiling at people and your hair is all over the place. So I have this compact, this is a hair brush with mirror. There's the mirror. And this is just from Sephora. I've had this for years. Now, when I am traveling, I don't want to carry a heavy brush or heavy comb. Next, an essential on your trips, Advil. You'll never know what might or could hurt. Next, I have, all right, so since I'm filming, I have to bring my makeup set that I always use when I am filming. Like right now, I'm wearing a face powder, and this is the face powder that I use. This is the MAC Studio Fix NC35. I have started using this in 2003, and it still works for me. So that's the face powder, and with the face powder, I have to bring a it's not a chapstick. This one is Carmex. Normally, I would just use the Burt's Bees Strawberry because it's lightly tinted. You don't need to bring a lipstick. So that's my makeup set every time I would do filming. I have an extra pair or pieces of hair ties, and later on I will tell you how I will use one of those. And then second to the last items, I have a few bags of tea, whether I wanted to drink something hot in the park or maybe in the hotel. I just bring them for emergency purposes. And then the last item, I like spicy food. I always buy a case of the Tabasco sauce. So this is going in my backpack. So that is my emergency pouch. And then at the very back zippered pocket, I have my earpods. That is Solly. You have to charge your earpods. I'm not gonna show you guys my charger because you know how they look like and how they work. And then the wallet that I normally use when I am on the go is this Louis Vuitton Key Clay. You just bring a couple of debit cards, your ID, and whatever essential cards that you might be needing. You don't need to bring a big bulky wallet on your trip. And then the last one, I should not be bringing this. This envelope has my gift cards. I just learned that I could load the gift cards, you know, not the Cheesecake Factory, but the Disney gift cards. I can load them in my Disney app in my phone, and then I have a couple more gift cards in there that I might be able to use in case we happen to decide to go to Target. And then is that it? Last but not least, I have, this is not a coin purse, I have emergency cash in this wallet. All right, now I have used the title Essentials Plus because there are other things that are not really necessary to bring to the parks, but if you want to be a little extra, you can bring them. And one of those items is a Mickey ear. Now, I also mentioned in one of my previous videos that I would love to use my Grogu Mickey ears. I haven't opened it because now I am debating if I'm gonna use this still or I'm just gonna buy they recently came out. Disney recently came out with the Snow White Mickey ears for the 85th anniversary of Snow White, and I wanted to buy that when I go to the park. So I haven't opened this. I haven't decided yet if that's what I'm gonna use or this is what I'm gonna use. But this is a little bit of an extra item that you might want to bring to the parks. And then another extra item is my Mickey Nuimo, the Nuimo that I originally wanted to use to put on my backpack when when you're going through the different areas of the park is Pluto. However, Pluto was not available on shopdisney.com, so I am also planning to get him probably in the World of Disney store when we arrive there on Tuesday. And I guess that's about it, guys. Did I forget anything? There is really nothing at the back, my secret pocket, but I'm planning to put the emergency cash right here. And oh, I forgot to show you what's on these side pockets. This side pocket on the right doesn't have anything yet, and on the left I have my sunscreen stick. I bought the kids, the ones that are meant for kids, because I know they're gonna be gentle on your skin. And I know I am missing a spray bottle or a little container of hand sanitizer. And I think that is it that I am going to bring or carry around with me in the parks. Oh, I forgot my keys. The keys for, this is the keys to the house. I just probably would just leave this in the hotel, or, oh no, maybe I would just carry it with me. It is right here. It's still in this. I've just decided to use one of my cousin's presents or gifts to me a few years back. I haven't opened it. I just opened it right now. I haven't used it really. And this is a Mickey hand that is one of the items that they bought for me during their trip to Japan, and they went to Tokyo Disneyland and Universal Studios. So I didn't really want to use it, but since I'm going back to Disneyland this year, and you know, instead of it sitting on the shelf gathering dust, I decided to open it up and use it for this trip. So this was given to me by my cousins Janet and Pearly, I think in 2017 or 18, when they went to Japan for this summer. All right, friends, I think we are on the 21st minute, and I think I've covered everything. If you're going to any of the themed parks, you don't have to necessarily have exactly what I have. It depends on what you need or what you like to bring, but make sure that you are, you know, you have whatever would make your life comfortable and easier while you are on your trip or going around these theme parks. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give this a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye!